Like, it's a difficult ship to play properly. But usually you want to board with the Lanius and the Mantis, keeping the engine piloting. And then, depending on the enemy crew, you try to deal damage or move around. Like, one of the best plays usually is board weapons, deal damage there, and then try to stun bomb that room and try to move your guys out. Like, for example, like this. You keep them here, then you aim a stun bomb and you try to send your guys out before it goes off. So hopefully you're stunning only them and not your crew. Then you go back here and you kill them while they're stunned. And yeah, and you also get the one ion damage on the enemy weapons, disabling one of them. That's usually the best way to play that ship, but there are a few things that you can do differently. Also, especially if you play with pause, you can take advantage of the lockdown bomb way more easily. On no pause using the lockdown bomb, it's a problem. Layout is decent. Scary ship, but it's possible double reward. This thing will fire, unfortunately, but maybe just once. Okay, good. What's their crew? Rocket Mantis is good. So the repairs will be bad. What do crystal weapons do? They pierce one shield bubble. Early store. A bit too early, unfortunately. It was a good store. But too bad. Crystal weapons are very good early game. The problem is they're stopped by defense drones, and I mean they're quite slow compared to their equivalent for laser shots. Crystal heavy we're keeping later on. The crystal heavy, yes. The crystal burst, like, you usually try to replace it, but it's still better than many other weapons, so at least the mini beam goes off before this. What's happening here? Fix this. The crystal heavy is not easy to replace. It's 2 damage for 1 power, and the shield piercing can be very valuable in certain spots. When it already disables and repairs instantly. I mean, you kinda know though when it's about to happen, so if it's a dangerous weapon, you just wait. You just not out to fire blindly. Like if you know they're about to repair it, wait until they repair and then you fire. If it's a problem. You don't have to fire as soon as your weapons are ready, you can wait. In certain spots it's better to wait. Like especially like for example, it happens very often when they have a Leto one weapon power system. You disable it once, then you wait until they repair and then you fire. You should reset the progress though. Trust me, you don't want that, otherwise it will be horrible for you. More than for the enemies. Because the enemies don't play around that and you can be fucked by that. But you can play around it, so it's good for you that it doesn't work that way. This is good unless we get a very bad hacking, which means shields. Oh hey. Level 2 as well? It's level 1, good. They can still eye roll the 2 shield removal, but... This is the second run in the streak or the third? I mean, it's the second in the new cycle. We completed the 28 ships and we're starting again. So... it's kind of both. Depending on how you want to sit. Because like we have a 29 win streak. It's just that we completed all the ships, so we have to start again with... we have to do them again. Do we try to eye roll? I do. It's fine. Like, hacking is very good for this ship, so I don't mind keeping the drum parts. Like, if you roll the high hand of the quest, sure. But for the low end, I don't care. Like, if they offer 40 scrap for the 5 drum parts, sure, I'm taking that. But for 23, no, I'd rather keep them. I have to check their crew before firing this. Oh, I didn't update the command. I forgot. I'll update after this fight. Why is resetting the repair progress bad for you? I mean, imagine you're about to repair weapons and you take an additional damage in weapons and it resets the repairs. That's bad for you. How is that good? Okay, now the command is fixed. Okay, we can try a biokill here depending on their crew. A rock. We try anyway. Fuck, it's been so long since I went for a biokill. It's unlikely, but I'll try. It's possible if you get breaches. Although it's a slug ship as well. Yeah, the fact that they have a rock and that it's a slug ship. This is not happening. I will try, but it's not happening. We are not rolling breaches anyway. Now the call's technically okay. The biokill is impossible at this point, so we are going for the piloting in case they charge the FTL. Okay. Yeah, breach sealant is so effective that you're not even getting the breaches. Outpost is good. They might have a defense drone, but it's fine. Okay, can we try here? Let's see if they have a system repair drone. No system repair drone. Let's try here. I have to be careful though in case they try to run away, because again they have the stupid defense drone. Never breaches. Keep this guy here for training. We don't have to check what's happening, we know. Never lucky. I'm just scared about them charging the FTL. Let's see their oxygen progress. It's low, but I mean, without the breach it's very hard, especially since they have a medbay as well. But as long as it doesn't trigger the FTL, it's okay. I believe. One more and they shall start taking damage. Makes it easier? No, because you can fire a single shot with that weapon. If you depower at the right moment. Okay, nice, the breach. They shall be dead. They're not charging the FTL. I can even do this for training now. Evasion must be trash. No, it's level 1, okay. Okay. Technically I could have lost the biokill if the defense drone misses the shot. I can destroy the ship there. It didn't happen. But it could have happened. Sure. We go up. We want to farm more scrap before checking the store. It might be the only one in the sector as well. Don't be just borders, of course you're just borders. No, don't do that. Normally good biokill, but we have to stop them. Training is quite decent already. Not great, but decent. Every time I get many drone parts early, I don't get hacking with this ship usually. Maybe this time there will be an exception. This. I can heal this guy later. It's not a big deal. 1, 2. Okay. Another beacon before the store. Can't risk. And now let's see if we can get something good here. Arcane, nice. Not bad. Heal this guy. Now we can get even more bio kills with hacking. Since we have 12 drone parts. So many bad events. Yeah, let's use this to avoid the damage. We don't care about time, so we can disable engines here until the fight is over. Let's try to get the Mantis. Very nice. I don't know if you get more by bio-killing this ship compared to just killing it. I think you don't. So let's just go for a regular kill. Okay. That could have been a training ship. I'm not going for training, by the way. If I'll go for training, it's after day 56, if that ever happens. Well, look, a pre-igniter. Small bomb is very tempting. But we have only 3 bombs and we want to upgrade hacking first anyway, so we're skipping it. Probably just buying some fuel. Okay, finally a bio-killable ship. Be careful not to kill this guy. Oh, mantises. Then it doesn't matter. We shouldn't deal too much damage to trigger the FTL, pretty sure. Nice breach. That should be good enough. Yeah, they will keep cycling. They will repair the breach eventually, but they cannot finish to repair the oxygen. Hey, the collector. Can train my weapons. Or is it 28 and 28? I mean, technically we failed. But at least we got another 28 streak. I mean, we just went beyond with time. I mean, if we don't take into account the minutes, it's still 28 hours, right? But sector sucks. Oh, we have to go Angie. Can't wait to find Zoltan ships in this Angie sector, though. I'll be greedy with the upgrades. It's possible double reward. I'm going for it. Yeah, no, I mean, NG sectors have many Zoltan ship events. That's annoying, but I mean, you have to expect Zoltan ships even in NG sectors. Okay, missing that was pretty bad, but at least they're missing as well. I call Dark, but I'm greedy at this point. Oh, the classic. NG pirates in a Zoltan ship. So they will repair everything in 2 seconds. Oh, you just went through Zoltan shields? Now I'll repair everything you just did. $29 in repairs. Sure. So 100 is enough for... I mean, this is multiple things. We can go here. If not, it's probably just fuel and we upgrade. Zoltan shield bypass teleporter. Heavy laser ion blast. Oh, Jesus, this door is interesting. I mean... it's just the heavy. We don't have enough scrap for teleporter bypass at the same time. And Ion Blast is insane with crystal weapons, but we already have hacking, so I don't think I want to invest the scrap in an Ion Blast. Like, if you're going for weapons 4, it will be for the heavy laser. And Like weapon for the Ion Blast, it will have to be weapons 5, which is already 80 scrap plus the power. Like playing the Ion Blast is essentially 100 scrap. With 100 scrap, I can just go for racking level 2 engines up and get the power bars like that way. So there is no point. Battery, probably it's just a battery heavy. And then we try to slowly upgrade everything. Because we don't really have to upgrade immediately. So heavy is happening for sure. I want the battery, it will make locking and mind control more likely later. And then it's just some fuel. Back to streak. I mean, we were streaking even before. Let's try to get another Mantis. Nah, this time we failed. They're not hacking shields, so we cannot take damage. I could try to buy a kill. I don't remember if you actually get more. By bio-killing this one. What about misplay counter? I was using it before, but then I removed it because it's been so long since I used it that I was forgetting to update it. So I just remove it. Do you guys want it? The misplay counter? I could put it back. And hopefully I will remember to keep track of the misplays. I hate battery axe. I mean, still better than when you get somewhere else. I could do a poll for the misplay counter if you guys want it or not. Sector 2 still see, got one shield. Should I sell shield drone and anti-drone to get Albert Beam? Probably yes. I fucked up so hard because I was not paying attention. Well, that's a misplay. But yes, getting weapons... It's expensive though to get at Albert online, so... I don't know, I will probably do it, but it's a bit situational. Like there are some spots where I wouldn't, but overall I would, so not knowing anything else about the run, I'm not sure. 20k points. I kept missing. Okay. I don't even know if you're actually getting us something from bio-killing this kind of ship. Bio-kills? Yes. We are going for it, but... We shouldn't have taken damage this fight, by the way. This damage is just my fault. Because we are perfectly safe here. As long as we do this. So from being able to use it, I don't have power for shield run, so I think it's worth. I mean, if you don't have power for the shield run, you wouldn't have power for that one as well. And maybe you can upgrade weapons, but not really play it. I still think it's worth it. It's just that it's expensive, but sure. Like, it's fine to do it. It's just that I don't know if it's on average the best play. Okay, you can get something from this event. I wasn't sure, because there are some events that it literally doesn't matter if you buy a kill or not. And the ion bomb is not that bad for this setup, since we already have cheap. Like it's easy to play. If that, we get nothing out of it. Two of them there. We can do this without hacking, even if it's a bit greedy. For missiles though, it doesn't matter. Like, we will have probably 12 by the time I can play that bomb anyway. And it's not like I'm spamming ion bombs. Warcraft 3 cheat code work? What are you trying to do? Greed is eternal. What do you mean? Is that the cheat code? If we lose him in normals with pause. I mean, it's normal. Everyone was very bad at this game at first. It's just a difficult game. And it's about learning things. It's just normal. I think this is one of the hardest game when you start playing. Like some games, they just become difficult later on. This game is just very hard as soon as you start. Warcraft 3, the cost gives you golden lumber. Oh, I see. Is the ship yet to unlock? Yes. This ship is difficult to unlock. The crystal ship, you need to win with all the other ships, layout A and B except for the Lanius was, or you have to do a very, very bad quest line. It's usually easier to just win with the other ships. Is the N1 45 worth on average? On average, no. You do that only when you really, really, really need a weapon and you have the scrap for that event. Otherwise, you don't go for it. Jesus Christ. That's fine. Okay, good. Ooh. Pretty sure we have that store. Close though. We're behind with power bars and some upgrades, but we're going for the clocking gear. Hmm. Should I keep the bomb? I really want to keep it. It could be a power bar though. Yeah, the post win streak is higher than that. It's over 100. I don't know about. I don't know. And I think it's still going, but I'm not sure. Other win streak were they allowed to pick. I mean, usually when people win streaks, they go for random ships. So they press the random button and they play the ship that happens. Then they keep going like that until there are no other ships left. Like, it's essentially the most common type of win streak is, at least as far as I know, anyone that goes for win streak plays random with no repeats. So you go for random ship, and if you already play the ship, you go for the next one, and you keep going for a random one until you get something that you haven't played. Until you play, essentially, you need a win with every single ship, and once you finish the 28, you go again if you finish. 112 now? Okay. Is this four cycles? Or it's 114? Okay, I don't even fucking remember. Art to math. 56. It's actually 4 cycles. Nice. I'm keeping the bomb. Let's go for 3. I don't want to be too greedy, you never know. One off. Against 3 shields, what am I hacking? Still shields, or am I going for evasion? We don't have much for distress beacons. I mean, we have an ion bomb actually. Clocking. I guess this we hack weapons. But not immediately. We try with clocking first, then if needed we hack weapons. Check their crew. Of course they have an Angie repairing. Why? I mean, it's fine. Maybe it's not. Just remove shield so I can use the heavy for actual damage. I can get 2 power bars, but I feel like I want this first. Against 3 shields, I want to hack shields. Stores are too early, we just need scrap for upgrades. Sun, asteroids, okay, no pulsars. One, two, three. I mean, we have to go for white beacons anyway, so maybe I can do 1, 2, 3 and maybe have the store available in case something goes wrong. And I really want the store. Doing the trade to go reach 15 could have been decent for maybe for the missile trades later, but let's not be greedy here. Let's sack weapons. I'm not waiting for asteroids. Okay. I could have tried to sink the crystal shots when they had no shields and focus shields to remove shields and then use the Avin weapons, but I didn't want to risk missing those shots. Especially I don't want to wait on asteroids. Because usually there are asteroids going on at the start of the fight, then they stop for a bit for the time when your weapons are ready, which is around 10 seconds usually, and then they come back, so it's usually a shit timing if you want to wait for asteroids. Solar flare. And borders. Let's just hack. We might get a bad timing with the solar flare, so let's try to get this down. I don't want to clock, otherwise I don't have it back for the start of the next fight. Take the damage, but at least the fire is not in the systems. Can you stop, please? Let's wait a bit for oxygen. Time doesn't matter now, so... store. Now we just need upgrades. And I don't want distress beacons. We go for the normal beacons. We can find free stuff here. Oxygen refill faster if you open all the inner doors. It gets faster if you have more oxygen in certain rooms and low in others, because the oxygen you have in the in those rooms goes in the others. If you have the same amount of oxygen everywhere, then it doesn't matter. That was pretty bad. Surprised they're not going for piloting, but sure. Okay, we just a bomb. Very sad about the resurgence of the game after all this time. What game? FTL? Like, I don't think it's particularly different from before. They're playing, watching it now. I don't know, on average it seemed like it was mostly the same, like in the past years. Like, it's different when a big streamer plays it, but that's just the big streamer that's playing the game, not really the game itself that's bringing in the viewers. But I mean, it's cool that people still like to play and watch this game, obviously. If this game had constant updates, this game could have literally been a mainstreamed game for so long with updates. But most big streamers obviously don't want to play a game that has no updates for too long. Because obviously, unless you're doing something specific with it, it gets a bit too stale. If this game had updates, I don't know. I think it will be pretty big. The last update to FTL. I don't know when they... I mean, they just did the Advanced Edition and that's it. Sure, a few patches here and there, but no content. Because the game is so good that people are coming back after seeing it after so long. I mean, sure, but without updates, it will always be for a limited amount of time unless you're really into it. We could play the Ion Bomb. I want to check next sector first, in case there is an early store. I guess the only problem is if there was a huge content update, then Hyperface mod, multiple probably be stuck on the previous version until Hyperspace could be updated. I mean, but that's normal for every game. Like, if you're modding a game, obviously it's hard to keep up with the updates. How do I want to do this? I should have thought about this before starting the fight. I think I want to remove the drone. Actually, no, I don't. I'll go for shields, it's fine. Okay, dodge one on the list. Okay, we're clocking for this if we fill the stacks. We're clocking even just two of them. It's fine. Alta multiverse super unbalanced, still masterable if you take the time. I think the balance is fine. It's just different from vanilla. Like, honestly, it might even be more balanced than vanilla. Because in multiverse, almost anything is playable. But, I don't know. The Bella is getting super fucked in the next update, though. What are they doing? This could be Borders plus ASB, but we're fine. Like, at this point in the run, it doesn't matter. We also roll only two of them in a decent spot. Civilian for sure. Stores are getting buffed a lot. I don't know, I feel like in multiverse it's already far too easy to get a playable weapon setup because... like, that's what I say with games need bad weapons. Because if everything is viable, then your decision making doesn't matter, you can play whatever and you can still win. Because like in FTL, you always want to go for flux, heavies and stuff, but sometimes you don't get those weapons. But in multiverse, almost any weapon is playable. A scrap is never an issue. Like, I feel like multiverse is hard only if you play very bad ships or if you go to the ancient sectors. But because the ancient sector is, I mean, on a pause, the ancient sector is pretty insane. Depending on the ship you get. And especially, okay, if you have a good, a normal ship, it's fine. But ancient sector, like, if you got there with a ship that's forced with artilleries, mind control, and other garbage systems, yeah, I don't think you're winning that. I don't know if you can kill the final flagship in the ancient sector if you're forced with mind control and artillery and a teleporter, for example. With pause, it's doable. I guess the fight is pretty bad on the pause. So no early stores, but it's the civilian sector. I could upgrade engines or just play the ion bomb. I think I want to play the ion bomb. Two nebula beacons. You know what? Let's do it. Yeah, also in multiverse you can skip most of the bad fights. So I don't know. Angels are getting buffed Zoltan shields. What are buffed Zoltan shields? Like above 5? That will make drones even more busted. Because the drones can remove the Zoltan shield and then you can fire your normal volley. I really don't want to walk here. This is fine. I called Ion Bomb, but I don't want to. There's a fire here, probably. Enemies get more shields. Like, drones are busted in multiverse. Like, I would rather have drones than hacking. I feel like clocking it's too important if you're going for the ancient sectors. Because, like, their artilleries and stuff, they're just fucking broken. They're just ridiculous. I feel like you need the clocking. And then drones are just better than anything else. Drones are just insane in multiverse. I mean, they will be good in vanilla as well. The problem there are two reasons why drones are not as good in vanilla. One, you need drone recovery arm, and you can't always have drone recovery arm in vanilla. And two, playing drones is way more expensive than another weapon setup. But in multiverse, the scrap is not a problem, so you can afford to do that. I mean, the reason why hacking is less valuable is mostly the artilleries. Like the endgame bosses, they have artilleries. You can hack one of them, or you can hack just shields. It's not as strong as just having the drones. Got the achievement for Into the Breach. I love that game. Into the Breach is very, very good. My only concern with Into the Breach is that, I don't know, it doesn't have much replayability because you reach a point where you're kind of doing always the same things. You're always getting the same upgrades if you're playing with those units. I don't know. Yeah, it feels way less replayable than FTL, unfortunately. Still a good game though. Like, it's a good game if you want to go for a playthrough, then put it away for like 1 year, and then play it again after 1 year. Well, I guess we have no stores. That said, it was supposed to be like a board game in that sense. Yeah, which is perfectly fine. Like, not every game has to be super replayable like FTL, obviously. It's just that I wouldn't mind another game that I could play as much as this one, replayability wise. Focus everything we showed. Okay, good. Before they come back. Do this then. Ah, come on. Who's repairing here? Oh, 3 Mantis. Yeah, that makes sense. Good luck with the repairs. Yeah, I feels bad for the streak. Like, we did a 28 with a decent time, but not quite enough for the challenge. We will try again eventually. Probably as soon as we lose the streak, which could have been the previous run. We almost died the previous run, so we might try again very, very soon. Justin Mess saying the multiplayer was in the war, but without the dumb exploitable AI, the game just doesn't work. Multiplayer FTL. I mean, I think a PvP in this game can be good. I still think that. Did I miss 2 shots or is this level 3? Oh my fucking god. I can iron. Okay. We are not upgrading here. We want to check next sector in case there is a store. Nice quest. Free stuff. What is this? A Pegasus. I mean, sure. I mean, an interesting competitive version could be something similar to the FTL tournament we did like a few months ago. But I mean, I like that idea, but with just time. You're essentially trying to have consistent speed running. Like, it will be pure speed running. But essentially you want to win the game faster than your opponent. That could be interesting. But it will have to be across multiple runs, not just one. And then you will have some sort of leaderboard with a score based on your performance. Pirate or Mantis? Mantis is safer. Pirate can be way more rewarding with the slaver ships. We don't need much though. I think we go for the Mantis sector. It's safer. I mean, FTL multiplayer, it will have to be without pause. Otherwise, how do you justify that? And because also in a multiplayer scenario, you have to take into account, like usually successful multiplayer games, like a game is more successful multiplayer if the game doesn't last too long. So you have to take that into account as well. And like if you could pause without limits, yeah, it will be long as fuck. Do I really want more scrap before that store? I mean, I want mind control, I want weapons. We don't really need upgrades. Days happen maybe once a month that 5 people use Pigeon's Light to compete in FTL. You pick a shave, the one who wins fastest is the winner. How do you do that though? Just one run, or you have a limited amount of time to get the good one? Same seed. I mean, the same seed will be ideal, but in the end, like even if you play the same seed, you can have two completely different runs. It's less likely, but it's still possible. Just one run, then you go to the next ship. Also, you will get some sort of average because you have to complete multiple ships. That's actually pretty interesting. Hey, Sasny. We got the Sasny. There we go. I wouldn't have the... Let's go now. It's just a better pathing. Like, I like the idea of some sort of tournament where... Because, if I have to be honest, I don't like pure speed running, where you have to fish for the best time, but you don't care if you lose. I kind of like the idea of some sort of competition based on like winning the run as priority, and then you get points based on how fast you won the run. And then eventually, like it could be even some sort of tournament where every player plays the same ships, like let's say 5 different ships, and then you get a score based on the time it took you to win with every single one. And then in the end, you have an average between all the scores and the winner. Like, so you can have one bad run as long as you have 4 good ones and still win like that. Or just win with 5 good averages. I think I would like, I don't know, that kind of competition based on speed and consistency. Which is, I mean, in a way, it's what I was trying to do with the timed win streak. Because I wanted the consistency of the win, but also I wanted to play as fast as possible to guarantee the win. You have like 550 total nodes, every other node is an event imposed to upgrade your share. Or an eventual PvP. I don't know. I wouldn't mind an actual PvP where you're literally playing against the enemy ship, your opponent's ship, and you pre-build the ship before starting. Like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with card games. Essentially, with card games, you build your deck. Like, you have at your disposal hundreds, if not thousands, or hundreds of thousands of cards. You build the deck before then, and then you play with the deck. In FTL, it will be like you build it, like you have a certain amount of scrap. Let's say 2k scrap. Okay, build the ship with 2k scrap, and then you fight another guy that has a 2k scrap ship, and you can even have different modes depending on the available scrap. You can even do a PvP with a ship with 500 scrap, which will be like a sector 2, 3, depending if you count the starting systems. Hey Guzman. Day is going well. We almost died. We still see the very first run after having a very, very bad sector 1 and 2, but after that it's going fine. We're not doing anything, right? I checked the store and already forgot what was there. Yeah, we just upgrade. To get what? Sector 6. We can still already roll Mantis ships with 4 shields. 1, 2, 3, 4. And go down. You can follow Navarel. I'm Makin just because this is a solar flare. Because the ship is not that dangerous. But I want to finish the fight as soon as possible. Drone recovery on 3 beam drones and 2 ion blasters. My go-to deck. Then you find your enemy with an anti-drone. Like, things like an anti-drone could even be meta in a PvP scenario because you can use it to counter drones in case someone is going for drones. You can use it to counter hacking. You can use it to counter eventual boarding drones if for some reason someone wanted to go with them. I don't know, I still feel like the PvP could be very interesting in this game. I'm surprised that no one really tried to do an FTL PvP. Everyone is doing MOBAs. I mean, actually I don't even know if they're still doing MOBAs. Maybe they're not as... I don't know. Maybe they stopped. Well, the true end opposed with the boarding ground, nice. That was pretty bad. Oh, it's that ship, right. I can't stop them. Okay, I can. That was so close. It was literally... I don't know, one frame and they jump. I'll keep this Crawford next sector. There was a PvP version of FTL. I've never seen anything like that. Let's stack even more ions in their shields. So this guy here will need him for repairs. Whenever anybody try to break through your lockdown when you activate. I don't know. I mean, they want to move out of there. And they're selecting this room because there is oxygen, and here there is no oxygen. It's probably because of that. Like, weapons was the closest room with oxygen. Slug control or Uncharted. We're still missing mind control, and we want to upgrade weapons. Like, weapons are fine, but we really want better weapons for flagship. So let's go slugs for sure. That could be a slug. Let's get shields. Slugs like glaive beams, and I don't, so... Yeah, there is the fucking glaive. Flash is a literal flagship. I mean, they could mod maybe the... Can you mod the flagship so that you give it the flak artillery? I would assume so. Since, I mean, the flak artillery is already in the game as well. That's bad. Of course. Thank God time doesn't matter. Because this is a very slow run. I mean, fight. I just can't fucking get. So annoying. I even took the damage. I could have jumped away to avoid the damage. That's what I mean, I don't have firepower. Like, my weapons is just... I just don't have enough damage if I can't hit reliably. And with clocking, by the time they clock, they will repair the damage that I deal. Like, we're mostly fine against not clocking ships. But clocking ships, it's hard to... Like, we can easily kill it, but if they run away, I can't do anything about it. Do this in case they... Fuck, I don't know the fucking timing. Okay. Will they run? Yeah, timing on that wasn't great. I'm bummed now that the piloting is down. Do you think a new ship raising a tail with shields that alternate between stopping missiles and stopping laser will work? It will be horrible. Because, like... stopping lasers, beams, it's way more important than stopping missiles. Like, it's good if you can manually switch it yourself whenever you want, but then it will be broken. So it will depend on the cooldown and stuff. I don't know. I don't mind the missiles as they are. Many people think that missiles are very imbalanced and they're a problem, but I don't know, I think they're fine. Like, you have ways to play around them. Like, you have clocking, you have hacking, you have defense drones. Like, sometimes it's bad, but I mean, sometimes just lasers are bad or just beams are bad anyway, so... You tend to overreact to missiles? Yeah, I don't know. Like, if they were such a big deal, you will buy a defense drone every run. But you don't, because in the end, they're not. They're not great, but I mean... I need the hacking. Where are they boarding? There. Okay, we're fine. Guess that doesn't matter. That did. I don't know if I have another shot. Another. What about race specific? I made a low shield to block missiles but drain to bubble per hit. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to judge stuff like that without really playing with it. Because it's one of those things that it could be good in certain spots, but it can actually be horrible in others. Like... Like, what if you lose 2 shield bubbles to stop a letter, and then you tank 2 heavy 2 shots? So you use 2 shield bubble to stop 1 damage and you're tanking 4 damage. So it can be horrible for you. Will it be better on average? Maybe. But if I have to be honest, I don't know, I like things as they are. They're just missiles, they're designed to go through shields. So why make them worse on what they're good at? Because honestly, how many times do you lose against missile ships compared to normal other ships with lasers? Like, for me, it's way more scary a ship with burst 2, burst 1. But even ships like burst 2, burst 1, mini beam, heavy lasers. Like, those ships are kinda way worse than just missiles. And don't get me wrong, I lost quite a bit against missile ships. Just not that much more, like, compared to other ships. Usually killer ships have drones, hacking, way more than missiles. Do we even want scanners at this point? I mean, we can still get value. And even insectorate. So we get a flag for sure. We're supposed to shut down all Tenakin drones on the flagship. You mean with the defense drones? I mean, it's possible, but it's not really up to you. It's random, and usually it doesn't work. Usually one of them goes through. So that's why I don't like using defense drone on that, because if you stop a few of them and then they hack weapons at the very end, you get a very, very, very bad time between the hacking and the clocking. It's more about getting shit on during... Most of the time, yes. But it can happen that often you find a kill ship that you're fine and then the single fight destroys you. On average, I think it happens way less often than just dying across multiple fights, but it can still happen. Like, I remember one of my... Okay, it's not even recent anymore. But with Stealth C, I just bought shields. I go to Sector 3, and I get hacking intruder into weapons. And the enemy ship, I think it's combat drone, heavy laser, and something else. I have only 1 shield bubble, I can't use my weapons. And then obviously after ironing weapons, they went into shields. Fucking intruders. What am I removing? It's either the ion bomb and I go for weapon 6, or the crystal burst. I think we remove the ion. I want damage. Repair a bit more, not that much though. I don't think we shouldn't take damage at this point. And we are still looking for the other stores for mind control. And I mean, I still kind of want to replace the crystal burst if I can. Maybe we can get another flak and another heavy. Easy game. Double flak, double heavy is so fucking strong. I could replace the crystal burst with the charge laser actually. Is it worth it though? It's way faster. It has to be worth it. Just for the charge time. We can use the flak for phase 2 so the crystal heavy goes through. It's not guaranteed, but I mean, is it worth it? 45 scrap to do the trade. I'm okay with it. Let's continue. Focus shields. Hmm. 1, 2, 3. We can go up and around. That's fine. Can we take damage here? I don't know if they will ever sink in a way to let the beam through. I don't think so, but maybe. One, two, three. Not really. Just go here. Yeah, Varin. Finally home. Okay, we got the fight. We can vent the guy. He will go into piloting probably, but it's okay. That was pretty bad. Get the follow the real Henry. Jesus. What's the shield training? Okay, it's garbage. Go like this, with no engines. FTL PVT or FTL2. It's never gonna happen though, unfortunately. FTL MMO, oh god no. That will be horrible. They could do... What about an FTL team, the Darkest Dungeon? That could be something. About to fire. FTL mobile will buy extra missiles for 50 cents. Yeah. Can buy flux. You got unlucky, it's fine. See, that's a good way to avoid RNG. Just have money. And then you buy what you need. You can buy crew. You can, yeah, you can continue the run if you died. You get 5 hull back. Actually, maybe you get 1 hull back, so you have to buy more hull for more money. That could work. How will FTL Darkest Dungeon work? I don't know. You play as the races. You have the crystal that has a lockdown, as some sort of stun. I was so sure the timing worked for that glaive, but no, it didn't. If I had 1 level of training, I think it would have. Are they actually running? Nah, they won't. EA FTL? Oh no. I made a mistake. I mean, we're going here. We're taking the dive and try to get mind control or better weapons. Feels bad. So, no mind control. Should I buy more crew? I mean, I've already those 2 guys for anti-boarding. I don't think we need more crew. I'd rather upgrade other things. Like this. This. And we can get the engines up. Especially for the dive. We'll get doors up. Like, it's unlikely to find the event for the door upgrade in Sector 8 anyway. So let's see if we are killing or just running away. You get the crystal words if you find it? Yes, but I never do, so... It's mostly because you usually avoid the rock home world, so it's rare to actually go there. But if it happens, sure. Willing to rock home world European in the run already, yeah. Or the other sector was the first, was a Zoltan or an abandoned sector. So we want oxygen, and then if we can, shields 4. Rare double rock combo possibility. Pretty sure it's impossible. Right, I have no oxygen. Wait, why did I send this guy? I misclicked. Okay, that's good. We can go here, then start the fight here. We won't have a repair station close to the base, and at this point we are not getting shields up. But we are still fine, I think. My weapons are not particularly great. but they're good enough. It's annoying. Don't explode. Nice, they kept this down. Just engines up or buffer. I think I'm okay with engines up. Phase 1. That's fine. Send the Mantis out in case for some reason I get a double fire there. Of course I missed that one. Nice. I can't move flash shields now. You ready to clock? I didn't mean for them. A store. I could try to go there after phase 1 and maybe buy mind control. I mean after phase 2. It will be no kidnapping. If I go now, I have what, 58, 68. I need 2 scrap. That was a late docking, fuck me. That was very close. We got lucky with the timings. No, with that one. Or that one. Okay. Wait, is the store still there? Let's see if we can get mind control. A burst too. I mean, there are no other meaningful upgrades. Or a reloader. Is the reloader better? Pike beam? I mean, pike beam is better than charge laser, but I don't know if it's worth it. Honestly, on the flagship, it could even be better than the burst 2. Don't rely on evasion, swipe multiple rooms to delay even the repairs. It might even better than the burst 2. It might. It's even cheaper. So it's 95 to buy that and the automated reloader. So I can't. I will have... Actually, if I sell scanners, I can. I can do that. I think it's better. Burst the killer. Not if when you miss shots for no reason in phase 3, because that's gonna happen. I think I like reloader plus pike beam here. I mean, obviously either is fine. But I feel like this is slightly better. Pike good. Pike beam is one of the best late game weapons. Please, before dealing that damage. Come on, why is the venting so slow? Also, the fucking Zoltan fucked me, that's how why. He fucked my mind control. I mean, my clocking. Great. Am I kidnapping? I mean, I'm not kidnapping, but I have to go away because I have no weapons. The store is still available, so it's fine. That fucking Zoltan mind control was so bad. Like, not only I couldn't keep the third shield, but also... yeah, I removed my clocking. Like, it should have been a clocking level 3 to stop everything, but... when I vented, it moved out and I lost the power bar. Okay, though. Also, it's my fault that I forgot to do this before starting the fight. I always do it and now I forgot for some reason. Start here. I fucking misclicked. I shouldn't have fired that. We're getting a shit timing anyway. Like, even if I don't do that mistake, they're... Okay, I'm getting so many bad hits though. Like, I'm not dodging anything. I really have to fix this. More than everything else. Even through clocking. Why is this phase 3 going so fucking shit? I don't even know. Like, my pilot is absolute shit. Bad timing, bad hits. Like, look at... I'm not dodging a single shot. And I'm getting bad timings on everything. I don't understand. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. So bad. I can even die here because of this. Alright, Zoltan Shield. I fucking mind control Mantis, it deals billions of damage. I don't understand why this phase 3 was so bad. I feel like the timing on everything was fucked, and I didn't dodge anything with normal evasion. I don't understand why it was so bad. Like, the power surge, like, I misplayed and I fired the Crystal Heavy during the clocking when I shouldn't have. But that didn't matter because the timing was off anyway. Even if I didn't do that, the power surge was off. So even if I keep the entire clocking duration, the power surge is coming as soon as the clocking ends anyway. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I had to rewatch that fight. Like, my ship was good. It shouldn't have been bad. I really don't know what I could have done differently. I don't know if I should have switched for the heavy laser when I lost it. But the crystal... yeah, I probably should have switched with that. Also, losing power on hacking was pretty bad. I don't know what I could have done differently there. I really don't. Low score, and we didn't even try to skip. Like, the scrap was low this run. I don't know why. Like, for a run where you're not going fast and just try to get as much scrap as possible, this is very bad.